Have you been wondering about Capitol Reef National Park in southern Utah? We live in northern Utah and that's what our channel is about, but I highly recommend the 170-mile drive south to Capitol Reef National Park, and let me tell you why. I'm Stacey Christopherson with C4 Real Estate Team and Coldwell Banker in Farmington, Utah. If this is your first time to our channel, please hit subscribe and click that notifications bell so you don't miss out. We post videos every Monday and Thursday about everything you need to know about northern Utah. Where to live, where to eat, what to eat, where to play, where to take the kids, and of course, where to buy and sell real estate. If you watched my previous video about the Canyonlands, from the Canyonlands, we traveled the 144 miles from the Canyonlands to Capitol Reef National Park. I'm so glad we did. The drive is beautiful. I don't even know how else to describe it. The topography is nothing that I have ever seen, and pictures don't do it justice, so I apologize for that. You should go see it in person because it is worth every penny and the miles in the car. Absolutely beautiful. So again, we did overlanding, which if you're not familiar with overlanding, it's the tent on top of the Jeep or the truck. Yep, I did that. I never thought I was gonna do it, but my husband has been so sweet and tried to make sure that all the bugs were worked out before he took me out. And we spent our third night in Capitol Reef. And we used satellite to find our camping spot because there is zero service. So if you need service, might not be the place to go. Even in the park, super spotty. So you have to be okay being off the grid. But we camped in this super cool little cove off of a four-wheel road. We had to four-wheel in and four-wheel out. Again, high clearance vehicle only, four-wheel drive highly recommended. There were some spots that were a little sketchy, but so super fun. We were the only people in our spot, and Capitol Reef is one of the dark sky parks. The stars are phenomenal. Highly recommend staying up until dark and letting the fire go out so you can see the stars. You just will not believe how many stars there were. So we woke up the next day and we wanted to go for a hike. So we went in just on the edge of the Canyonlands. It's called Burro Wash Trail. It is about a 6 to 7 mile round trip hike. Very little shade for the first 2 miles. You are basically walking across the Sahara Desert for the first 2 miles. Very underwhelming, hot, and I mean, it's not that fun. But once you get past that point, the canyon that you go into is breathtaking. And you do have to climb rocks. Make sure you keep your eye out. They're called cairns, which are the stack of rocks. So those kind of take you to where you should go. So keep your eye out for those. They were super helpful because we got off track a couple times because we weren't paying attention. So when we got back on track, much easier. But you go, and again, if it's raining, don't do this hike because you're literally in a wash. So when it rains, it's all gonna come down into this canyon. But you have the huge rock walls on both sides, the super soft, smooth rock. We did, again, have to mountain goat over rocks and trees, and at the end, well, it was the end for us, but we had gone already 3 miles one way, was a slot canyon. I don't do small spaces. However, I went in as far as I could before my heart started racing and I started to panic. My son and his girlfriend went pretty far through and up and over and squeezed through spots. And my husband and I both decided we would make sure they came back safely. So that's what we did. But there is a super cool slot canyon that you can get through. This is an out and back, so you can't go one way and end up somewhere. You go and then you have to come back. So you do enter Capitol Reef about, I don't know, two and a half miles in, and that's kind of where the rock starts. But it was so pretty. And again, the topography, the rocks, if you stop and look up and take pictures and really look at it, oh my gosh, it's absolutely breathtaking. So they came out of the slot canyon safely, because I wasn't going in to get them. That was the problem, right? If they got stuck, they were just stuck because I wasn't going in after them. They came back safely. Again, it is an out and back. So the beautiful part, and then the last 2 miles, you guys, is hot. It was hot and dusty. It's flat, there's no shade. So you really earn the beauty of this hike at the end by getting through the first 2 miles in the beginning, but then you have to suck it up on your way back to the car again for those 2 miles. But very cool, awesome hike. I would highly recommend it, not for kids unless they're avid hikers. It's a long hike, take lots of water, take snacks. There's plenty of shade once you get into the canyon to stop and, take a drink or have a snack or take a rest. But again, those first 2 miles, kind of rough. But again, Capitol Reef. So then we drove through Capitol Reef, and they have a beautiful 10-mile scenic drive. So if you wanted to just go to Capitol Reef, not get out of your car, they have a breathtaking scenic drive that's 10 miles. And oh my gosh, again, I can't say highly recommend it enough, because we've lived in northern Utah now for going on 14 years, and we've never been. Don't do that. Go sooner. It's totally worth it. You will absolutely love it. And be sure to watch this video that I did about Canyonlands. So Canyonlands is just, again, about 144 miles southeast of Capitol Reef, and both of them were amazing. Don't forget to click subscribe and stay tuned for more videos every Monday and Thursday. Thanks for watching.